Hello friends, this is Raj Sastri from Raj Option Trading. Today is September 27, 2021. We will do a quick roundup and see what stocks we can buy now and do a quick trading preparation for the day. So with that, as you can see here, S&P 500 is dropping a little bit here, indicating a lower opening today after big run last week. It's showing some little bit weakness here. And as you scan through here, Nasdaq 100 futures also showing a little bit lower opening today. And as you look through here, we got Dow Jones Industrial Average that's showing a little bit higher opening, but not too much. Look at the candle here. It's VIX is tall, but actual body is lower. That tells you it's not a great opening for Dow Jones Industrial Average. Also, it just turned negative. And then if you look at Russell 2000, same story. It's indicating a lower opening in the stock market. Even Russell is, it's flirting between high and low. Right now it's negative. So with that, let's look at what bonds are doing. Bonds really, gives a good indication what stock market might do. From a bond perspective, as you look through here, bond is also negative. After last couple down days, bond is still showing some negative pressure here. This is a 30-year bond. And as you look through here, we got crude oil. Crude oil is jumping up. Looks like energy is doing well. Nice 5 days of winning streak here. And look at the gold here. Gold is down. Typically, it's a little bit conservative play. Folks try to come into gold as a safe haven, but right now it's trading along with the broader stock market. But always, whenever gold is down like this, good to buy some gold stocks as a hedge. And if you look at the dollar here, dollar is also not doing great. It's kind of in the trading range here, down a little bit. That's helping commodities a little bit. So with that, let's look at a few trading ideas for today. So here we got a few stocks here we can look at trading today. So as you see here, the way I sorted these stocks is looked at a 10-day period and look at the stocks which are down a lot, pulled back pretty hard in 10 days. Those are a good universe to begin with, and then you can trade with them and go from there. Top of the list we got EAR, year go, $7 stock here. Institutions are buying heavily, and as you can scan through, nice gross margin, and RSI is 17 tells the stock is sold off, and IV percentile is 0, which means it may or may not have an option. We'll look through that. And then as you scan through, stock is sold off heavily in 10-day, 5-day, and showing some turnaround on last Friday. So it could be a good candidate. This might bounce. I would be venturing to buy a little bit of EAR and go from there. So let's go back to Thinkorswim here quickly and see if we can what we can see in EAR stock. So as you scan through here, let's go to a smaller chart here. All right, let's bring in EAR. So EAR, as you scan through here, stock has dropped off big time. Right now, it's trying to see where to go from here. Chart is negative. No need to look at the chart in detail. Normally happens when the stock has dropped off. Chart is ugly. So with that, let's look at um, option chain here. And as you see here, stock is at $7. I would buy stock outright here versus doing any option here. That's always better. If you look through the option chain here, $7 stock. As you scan through here, we got um, open positions at 12 and highest at 12 strike price. People are betting this EAR stocks will jump up to $12 in by January 2022. That's a positive indication here. And look through here, put call ratio, lot of calls being traded and puts are not too much traded. So it's a positive indication here. And if you look through here, looks like there's a downgrade here. I think the stock didn't do well. It's rebounding now. I would take this opportunity and buy some some of EAR stock as a rebound opportunity. And then you got MDXG. This stock also has dropped off pretty heavily. As you can scan through here, 60% drop in 10 day, 55% drop in 1 month, and it's bouncing back slowly in 5 day. I would also buy some MDXG into this weakness, given there is a strong sales growth here, and RSI is low, indicates stock is sold off. IV percentile is a little bit heavy, so I think there is not too much money to be made given stock is at a low price. You can't really sell any put option here. I would buy stock outright here. Then we got PTGX here. Uh, as you can scan through, this also has sold off pretty heavily in 10 day, trying to show some bounce here. Still, as you look through here, RSI is 24 low, so you could buy some PTGX at these levels. Look here, IV percentile is high. That tells you you could sell some put option underneath the stock price here and get some premium also. And then you got TCRR here. Again, stock has pulled back pretty hard in 5 day, 10 day. Even last Friday it has pulled back. So it could be a good opportunity to buy a little bit of TCRR here as a rebound play and take it from there. And as you scan through here, TCRR, RSI is low, but IV percentile is high. That tells you could even sell some put option, but premium could be low given stock price is very low. I would rather buy the stock outright slowly into this weakness. And then you got few more here. We got INNV, SPD, SBTX, and so on and so forth. Look at the candidates where RSI is low. In this list, most of them are low RSI candidates because stocks have pulled back pretty hard in last 10 days. And look at the cases where there are institutions buying. Those are good signs. And typically when the RSI is high, probably you don't need to venture in right away unless you're an options trader. Your ideal candidates could be RSI is also low and also IV percentile is low. That tells you, hey, you know what, you could buy, those stocks where there is a little more upside potential. And typically look for stocks which have at least some green signs in past performance. In some cases you may not have it, you're a contrarian to jump in. For example, EAR, MDXG, you don't see too many greens here, but stock is rebounding. There's a rebounding play. You could play that game here. And also look at the stocks where I've highlighted in gray background or a blue background. Those are the candidates you could look at in addition to others as usual. And we got few stocks like Chainer Data here. Again, stock is sold off pretty heavily. Institutions are buying. And we got HYFM. Institutions are buying. You could look at those. Also pay attention to what the short ratio is. In some cases, you got high short ratio, INNV. Sorry, this is INNV, SBTX, and so on and so forth. Even here we got big high short ratio. You could look at some of those candidates, and when the RSI is also low, those are the good ones you could look at and initiate a trading opportunity. And also pay attention to short float here. Many of these are low short float, a high short ratio with a low float here. Those are the good candidates. You could initiate some trade given the RSI is also low. So I think this makes an ideal candidate for a bounce back type play after the stock has gone down so badly. Next, we got some more here. As you can scan through, similar thought process here. We got stock which is pulled back pretty hard in last 10 days. In some cases, as you see here, we got stock is trying to rebound here. For example, ICVX $28 stocks trying to rebound here, and same story with IMGO. And we got a couple more here. We got FCUV and so on and so forth. Pay attention to what RSI levels are. In this case, they're all sold off. And look at the short ratio. In some cases, like ATUS, high short ratio. And as you scan through here, RSI level is also pretty low. That could be good candidate. Stock is sold off here. It also has got good fundamentals with the sales growth here. You could buy stock like ATUS. Options traders watch out for IV percentile, high IV percentile. That tells you could make some money off of the premium by selling some put option beneath the stock price. And we got a couple more here. As you can see, we got stocks with high short ratio here. We got NRXP, and we got TIGR. This has been a great stock to buy at these levels with the high short ratio. And we got a few more here. So Young and AMC. You could look at some of those candidates also. Typically look at the candidates where I've highlighted in either green background or gray background. Those could be good ones also. Pay attention to what institutions are doing. For example, Dada here, institutions are buying low RSI. You could buy along with the institutions, and also put. You see here, IV percentile is high. Whenever IV percentile is high above 50, you could sell some put options beneath the stock price and make money that way too. And then you got here, as you scan through MGNX, insiders are buying heavily, and stock is sold off. RSI is 38. That's a good one to buy along with these insiders. And then we got here Tiger, same story. Institutions are buying. We could buy along with them. And AMC also, institutions are buying. We could buy along with institutions. So with that, we got a few more here. We got AVTE and VTNR. Typically focus on the candidates where there is a nice institution buying or even insider buying. A stock like SMMT Summit here, I think both insiders and institutions are buying. As you scan through here, I think stock has not done well in the past, but there is a green in 1 year. RSI is low. You could take advantage of this. Insiders are showing some conviction here, and also pay attention to what short ratios are. For example, Yala short ratio is high and RSI is low. You could look at such candidates with a high short ratio. We got one more, BCAB, and we got a few more here, RAS and Piton, and so on and so forth. You could look at those candidates and go from there. Pay attention to IV percentile. If you're an options trader, high IV percentile means you could sell some put option underneath the stock price, take advantage of low RSI, and bring some premium in. So with that, let's look at probably one more page here with a few more stocks here. Same methodology. Stocks have been falling off pretty badly in last 10 days. We are looking for a bounce opportunity, and some stocks are already bouncing, like Herbalife here. It's bouncing last Friday. Trend might continue. And then we got stocks like Rite Aid here, starting to bounce in 1 day time frame last Friday. And same story with the VMEO and Next. Look for what institutions are doing here. Some of these cases where institutions are buying heavily, you could trade along with the institutions here. Look for fundamentally good companies with the sound quarter-over-quarter sales growth indicated by Herbalife and DraftKings and so on and so forth. You could buy those stocks, take advantage of low RSI as you can see here. And if you're an options trader, look at the IV percentile. High IV percentile in say BYRN means you could sell some put options underneath the stock price, take advantage of this low RSI and go from there. And pay attention to the short ratio here. In many cases there is a high short ratio like SCER and HUYA, Rite Aid, and so on and so forth. If the stock price is above say 10 or 15, you could sell some put options beneath the stock price, take advantage that way too. So with that, also pay attention to short float here. Anytime there's a low short float, they could cause a short squeeze if there is a high short ratio. For example, here we got SER. This can create a short squeeze given a low float here. And same story with HUYA, Rite Aid also. So with that, I would follow this methodology, take advantage of stocks which are dropped so drastically in last 10 days time frame, showing some improvement in the shorter term like 1 day or 5 day. So with that, I also love 10x genomics here. See here, got a stock here. I think this also has dropped off pretty badly. Typically this stock comes up nicely after the drop offs. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.